Welcome to Luxurious Report, and thank you for stopping by.
Emergency measures to stop a potential banking crisis, including the takeover of another regional bank, Signature Bank of New York, just 2 days after regulators shut down Silicon Valley Bank, the second largest bank failure in U.S. history.
I think that without this, there could have been some serious runs on other banks because there would have been a loss of confidence throughout the whole system.
The Federal Reserve last night announced clients at both banks will get access to all their funds when branches open today, not just the $250,000 insured by the FDIC. Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen insists this is not a bailout because the funds are coming from a pool of money paid into by Wall Street, different than the taxpayer-funded bailouts of 2008.
Customer deposits will be insured in that case as well. ABC's Mona Kozar-Abdi joins me live outside one of those branches in New York City for more on this. Mona, you've been talking to customers there this morning. What are they telling you?
That's right, Diane. Customers now are left with assurances from federal officials and also from inside the bank after the state bank regulators shut the bank down on Sunday. And again, as you mentioned, this is the third largest bank closure in U.S. history. To some extent, this is part of the panic surrounding the collapse of Silicon Valley Bank.
A lot of people are talking about the banking system and what's going on, and many of them are very concerned about it. Now, I don't really have an opinion because I don't have money in a bank. Most of my life, if I had a bill, I bought a money order and I just mailed it in. Or I went in person to the place that I owed, like electric, water, gas, something like that, and I paid them in cash. That's how I used to do it. Now, I don't have bank accounts. When you don't have money, you don't have bank accounts. Anything that I would consider of value, I kind of own it. You know, in other words, I have it on me. Like this right here, you know. I mean, why do I have this? Because it gives me more control over my life. To make sure that if it's taken away from everybody, I'll have mine for a little bit longer. Eventually, everything is going to be taken away from us. It's going to go digital. You are going to buy, eat, live the way they tell you to and where they tell you to. You're not going to have cash. It's all going to go to a digital system. And everything is going to be out of your control eventually. I probably won't be here when that comes. I'm old. I don't see it that far down the road. I really don't. But it is coming, and this, what's happening, and even our first bank collapse was all the beginning to this. And you're going to see us move to a digital system, and our dollars gotten rid of. Your gold and silver is going to be useless in the end. I know people don't want to hear that, but that's what's going to happen in the end. Because who's going to trade it with you? When everything is digital, you can't buy or sell. I got a very noisy rooster here, but silver and gold will not be something you can trade because it's not going to be something anybody can do anything with because everything will be digital. And what they put into your little account, that's it. So silver and gold for us, the poorer person, is going to become useless. Everything's going to be digital. You know, you're going to end up stamped somewhere on your forehead or your hand, and that's it. There'll be no other money. And so it's going to basically become useless to you. And eventually they'll take everything, like noisy things like this, away from you. Yep, they will. But just keep living the best you can, as independently as you can, and keep praying, and keep pulling closer and closer to God, because in the end, that is all you are going to have left. And until then, God bless, and eat what the elites can afford to eat. Eggs, because right now they're mighty expensive. In some cases, as expensive as a bar of silver. Well, God bless, and have a very blessed day.